What happens when a line drawn on a map splits hearts, homes, and histories? In 1947, that question became a brutal reality. The partition of India tore a nation and millions of lives apart overnight. Can ink divide love, faith, and blood? In 1947, a border did just that. The partition of India and Pakistan turned neighbors into refugees and memories into scars. Midnight, August 14th, 1947. The British Empire lowers its flag over India for the last time. Crowds cheer for freedom, Jai Hind, and Pakistan Zindabad. But behind the cries of joy, a silent tragedy begins. Borders drawn in ink will soon divide hearts, homes, and histories. Freedom has come, but not without a price. Before 1947, Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs shared lives, laughter, and land. They farmed together, prayed side by side, and celebrated the same harvests. But as the British prepared to leave, distrust began to spread. The dream of independence gave birth to fear, and friends became strangers overnight. In London's offices and Delhi's halls, a man named Cyril Radcliffe was handed an impossible task: to divide a subcontinent of 400 million people in just 5 weeks. He had never set foot in India, yet his pen would decide who belongs and who does not. One line, drawn in haste, would ignite decades of sorrow. When the borders were announced, the world moved. 15 million people left their homes, Hindus and Sikhs to India, Muslims to Pakistan. It was the largest migration in human history. Families walked for days through dust and fire. Trains crossed borders not with passengers, but with the dead. The earth itself seemed to bleed. In Lahore, a Sikh woman named Amrit Kaur packed a single bag for her children. Her husband stayed to protect their home. She never saw him again. The train she boarded was stopped by mobs. She hid her children beneath her shawl and prayed as screams echoed outside. Days later, she reached Delhi, barefoot, holding a faded photo. She had crossed a border, but left her heart behind. In Delhi, Nehru wept for the unity that was lost. In Karachi, Jinnah declared Pakistan's birth, proud but exhausted. And Gandhi fasted, praying for peace while his dream of harmony shattered. 2 nations were born, but both began their journey through tears. Independence had come, but the cost was human. When the dust settled, silence fell upon the land. Nearly 1 million people were dead. Cities burned. Fields lay empty, and the roads were littered with memories of those who never made it. Refugee camps rose across Delhi, Lahore, and Dhaka. People built new lives from ashes, strangers in lands they once called home. Mothers searched for missing sons. Fathers rebuilt homes with trembling hands. But some wounds would never heal. Decades have passed. The line drawn in 1947 still burns, not on paper, but in memory. The Radcliffe line became a scar across the earth, separating brothers, sisters, and stories. Yet every year, when the flags rise on both sides, survivors remember. Freedom was won, but at a cost written in blood and silence. The border may divide 2 nations, but the longing to heal remains one.